So I'm hitting it from the back. I'm beating it up. Boom, 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 going crazy in that shit. I'm like, oh shit, the time is coming, right? So I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna come soon. She like, I got the patch, right? So she like points to her fat shit, right? Yo, I ain't gonna, yo, that shit is fucking fat. I'm talking, that shit's fat, right? So she point back, she talking about, I got the patch. You can nut in me. I'm like, what? I'm like, say no more. So I'm in that. And like 10 seconds later, I busted. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was pretty cool. That was the first time I did that. That shit was kind of crazy. No cap. I wish you would have told me that earlier though. Cause that was like the third time I nutted that night. And bro, I'm gonna keep it a stack. Like the first time I put that shit in, bro, I nutted in like 2 minutes, bro. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Pussy is crazy. Let me give you a little context on this story real quick though. So this girl, her name is Des. And I met her sophomore year in high school. And we was texting back then, talking a little bit, but shit was mad toxic. We wasn't like in a relationship or nothing, but she was messing with other niggas. She was kissing on other niggas. I literally gave her my hoodie, and she kissed another dude in my hoodie, like crazy, bro. So broke that shit off after a couple months. Then like a year and a half later, I was like, "Yo, you want to be toxic?" She was like, "Bet." So then for like 2 years, we was kind of like texting each other like occasionally when we was like when we thought about each other or some shit. We seen each other on the gram, but we was never on some like, oh yeah, let's actually like link up or some shit. But we was always on some like, you know what I mean? So it's spring break, right? Freshman year of college. I don't go to school no more, but last year I did. So it's spring break. I'm back. I'm back in at home in Newark, and I see her story, and she like, yo, I'm trying to have a drunk night, a drunken nasty night. I'm like, oh, where? We got some henny right here, baby girl. Why don't you pull up and I can show you a good time? So that's exactly what she did, right? She pull up, had some henny, we had some wine. Then after that, you know what I mean, we just got into it. Started kissing and shit. Started rubbing all up on each other. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm sticking because for 3 years, I wanted to fuck that girl's big ass titties. Completely slipped my mind that night, bro. And I'll never have the opportunity again. So tragic. What's the moral of the story? After Des left with my sweatpants, by the way, which I let her have as a like a fucking idiot. Not even 24 hours later, like I'm really thinking about the situation. I'm thinking about, damn, I really just killed that. You know what I mean? Like I got that after so many years. And what does it mean? How do I feel about myself? Eh, eh. Meaningless sex is just that. It's meaningless. All right. Imagine, imagine we are a piece of tape. Imagine this is our soul. Every time we have sex, we bond souls with somebody. All right, now you might not see sex as this like bonding and tie of the souls. You might just see it as mechanical. But in my opinion, that's not how sex should be. I've had mechanical sex where there's no emotion, there's no like bonding involved, and I've had that with Des. I've had that with another girl too, and that was like my worst sex experience. We're not gonna talk about in this video. I'll be a video for another time. But I've also had really good experiences, including Jessica, even though she broke my heart. Because like the reason she broke my heart is because I really cared about her. We were really connected, and our sex was amazing. Like it was like love making, like for real. And like even when I lost my virginity, I lost it to a girl. I mean, we were only talking for a like 2 weeks, honestly. So it was kind of crazy. I was young as fuck. We were both 15. My virginity mad young. Um, but I actually really liked her. Like I thought she was mad dope. And so I wanted to like have sex with her for mad long. And I wanted to like have sex with her on some like, oh yeah, I'm making this as pleasurable for her as much as possible. And it's the same time when I was on with Jessica. But with Des, with the other girl, my worst experience, I don't have a name for her right now, I don't care. But with Des, nah, bro. I didn't give a fuck about making her feel good. I wanted to hit that fast shit. And I wanted her to be on her way. That's what happened. And I look back at it, It's like I don't want to give myself to someone who doesn't deserve me. I don't want to give up a part of myself to someone who I don't have that connection to. Because the thing is, when we have sex, we are literally connecting souls. Like, imagine this is like someone else, this is me. You're, you're literally like bonding to that person. You're becoming one. This is what sex is about. Becoming one with your partner and like embedding love and giving pleasure to the other person. But as we detach and attach to new people, this isn't about the amount of times we have sex. It's about the different times that we put ourselves through the spiritual trauma of detaching from sexual partners, attaching to new ones, and then detaching again. This is spiritual trauma, okay? Our souls are meant to be tied. Our souls are meant to be one, to have steady love, not to be constantly flipping in and out, constantly taping back and forth to the point where you're barely even stuck anymore. You don't even have your full self to give anymore. Think about how much casual sex has caused harm to men, to women, to men for chasing and chasing and chasing ejaculation, for not being fulfilled with the amount of women because there's never going to be an amount that's going to fulfill you. For women that think that, oh yeah, I can just sleep with as many guys as I want, and that's not going to change my value to it. It's like, I don't like it as much as the next guy, but it's like you see a woman differently when she has a high body count. And gonna I'm not gonna judge anybody that has a high body count, but I think you should. I really believe that we should value who we share ourselves with. Like, sex is way more than just mechanical. It's way more than just fucking. It's way more than just getting a nut off or having like making a girl come. It's about coming together and like being one. It's about giving your partner the time of their life. It's about blossoming love. It's like, bro, if you haven't experienced that, then you're gonna be like, you're full of shit, Jaden. You don't even know what you're talking about. It's like I've never even had sex while I was in love, but I've had sex while I was in like deep like. And that is way better than any sex that is just random with a girl you met or toxic sex like I had with Des. Like, that shit doesn't matter. If you're gonna have sex with a girl that you have a connection with. Don't just meet a girl one night and hook up with her. All right. Like, my rule for sex now is if we haven't been on, like, if we haven't like met each other like more than one time, I'm definitely not having sex with you. And if I don't have a connection with you where I feel like, oh yeah, you're actually mad cool, I vibe with you, I like could see myself potentially doing something with you, even if there's like not a relationship. If I see myself having something, awesome. But if there's nothing there, if it's just a hole, you put your dick in, and you don't care about the person it is, it's like, nah, bro, that shit don't do it for me no more. And I don't think that should do it for you either. So if you've been chasing casual sex, if you are like a guy that wants to have casual sex, maybe you're a guy who got his heart broken after his girlfriend, and they're like, all right, I'm about to go fuck as many bitches as I can. Maybe you're just a virgin. You're like, oh man, I'm gonna hit sex, man. I'm gonna work super hard. I'm gonna make all the bitches attract to me so I can fuck as many girls as I want. You can try that, bro. All right, you could. Like, you don't have to listen to anything I've just said, but I don't think that's gonna bring you fulfillment, dude. Honestly, it really won't. Abstinence outside of a good emotional connection or relationship, I think that's the way, bro. For sure. That's what I'm about to tap into. I don't think we should just be sleeping around with people we barely know, people we don't have emotional connection with, or worse, that we have a toxic connection with. We should be sharing our souls with people that matter to us. We should be sharing our souls with people that we can see ourselves continuously doing that over and over again. We should be sharing our souls with someone that wants to give to us, that wants to make us feel pleasurable. It's not just worried about themselves. We should want to give. If you're not with somebody that you want to make them have the best experience possible, you shouldn't be having sex with them. Straight up. This take is definitely hot. Don't care. But if you fucked with it, drop a sub. Daily Dubs out. Boom.